here we are.
Welcome to the Mariah Report.
I'm Dan Enriquez.
I'm Martin Burgess. And this is Moments.
Yeah. Festive moments. The 1st of August. It's August.
Oh, my God, yeah.
It's the top of August. Where's the summer going?
Isn't that crazy?
I know.
Where's the year going?
Oh, my God. Can you believe it? And then before you know it, Christmas right around the corner.
I'm telling you, we're going to be talking about the start in no time.
God. It's crazy.
I know.
Oh, man. Time flies. Time flies.
It's our second anniversary coming up too, right?
That is true. We started in August of 2015.
I can't believe it. Isn't that nuts?
That's insane. And now we have over 100 episodes of nonstop Mariah talk. People probably think we're crazy. Like, how could we possibly talk about Mariah for over 100 hours?
I'm sure if we applied, we could get into the Guinness Book of Records.
You think? Oh, for talking? Oh, absolutely.
About one person?
Yeah. Yeah, nobody could beat us on this.
No.
Yeah, and just think of like how much you and I talk about Mariah outside of the podcast. Could you imagine the hours that we accumulate talking about this woman?
I know.
It's absolutely absurd. It's absurd. I think Mariah has to listen, because we're going to talk about this later in our suggestion box moment, because somebody's been digging in the suggestion box.
It's been tipped on the floor and empty.
Could you, like, Mariah must be scared. She's like, these people talk about me 24/7. Yeah. Who does that? Crazy people. Only the lambs. Only the lambs.
And you guys at home have been listening.
Yes,
so
and you guys get
you're
it.
You're guilty as well. We're all guilty.
Yeah, we're all guilty. We're jail us all. Lock us up. Anyways.
This is why she hates us now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just can't believe it, because we can't stop talking about her. So today we're going to talk about the All the Hits tour.
Hollywood.
There were some changes.
Yeah. Well, we left off in
Wait, before we get into
right?
it, I want to let's remind the folks about our festive store.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because hello, what are we? I know you guys can't see us, but we're wearing our Mariah merchandise.
We got it finally.
Yes, our Mariah Report merchandise, not to be confused with Mariah Pride merchandise, which we did not order.
Some people still don't have.
Yes, but some people do have it, and those shirts do look really nice.
They do look good.
They do look good. So
10 years later.
10 years later, eventually you can rock that. But if you want to rock some Mariah merch sooner than that, you can go to mariahreport.store.com, and you can get our stuff and Michael Trujillo.
That's good stuff too.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good Mariah stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Everything from tote bags. I'm loving that tote bag. We got our tote bag. I'm telling you, don't even start with me in the tote bag, Martin.
Well, I was going to give you that one to take home, but I spilt my rosé on it already, so it's mine.
Oh, you were out roséing with the tote bag.
Well, I went to go see Girls Trip.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh my God, how was it?
Actually, oh my God, I have a few things to tell you.
Okay, tell me.
I just remembered right now. Girls Trip.
Wait, do I have anything to say? No, I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh, so Girls Trip, cute movie. It's basically an ad for Essence Fest.
Is it really?
It's all about Essence Fest.
Oh, now it's coming because Essence Fest was in New Orleans.
Yes.
Got it.
So it's like a whole weekend of Essence Fest.
Okay, no wonder then Mariah was in there.
Yeah, and Essence is like a black women's magazine. So it's like a women's girls trip, girls night out, girls weekend.
Got it.
That theme. Hilarious as fuck. So funny. Loved every minute of it. Mariah's in it for 10 seconds.
Hey, that's enough.
And there's like a drive-by shot of the ad for Essence Fest featuring Mariah with the number one's picture.
Oh, really?
Like,
okay.
Just like a billboard they go past. So she's in it for 12 seconds altogether.
Okay, but don't they show her on the stage?
She is on the stage, yeah. Singing it's like that. Honestly, I thought she didn't look good.
Okay, well...
Because the dress was like flapping funny, her hair was all
It was a weird
strange.
angle as well,
weird
right?
Angle,
a weird angle.
Mm-hmm.
But remember,
fun.
I'm sure if we go back to the episode where we talked about the Essence Festival and Mariah's performance, I think we said we weren't impressed with that ensemble or hair then either.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me that you say she wasn't looking her best.
Right. Exactly.
Which is okay, whatever. She's
fine.
there. She's getting her moment. That's all we need.
She's
in a huge, very successful movie.
Yes.
I don't care if it's 2 seconds or 12 seconds.
Right.
I'll take it. Sign me right up.
Yeah. Well, there's other like shots of P. Diddy on stage.
Oh, really?
Maxwell.
Everybody else got
Evans.
like
moments. Yeah.
Okay.
P. Diddy got like what's his name now? Is it still P. Diddy?
I think it's P. Diddy. Puffy.
Puff. You know
Daddy.
he is. Yeah.
You know him.
He got to like interact with the character, so he got more of a moment.
Oh, okay.
But Mariah was quick.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
And
what?
right at the end of the movie, too.
She was at the end?
Right at the very end, yeah.
What did they do at the end?
At the concert.
Oh, they were still at the concert?
Yeah, end of the weekend.
Still at the concert?
The whole thing is them about going in and out of the concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because
And,
it's
like,
like a
going to New
festival.
Orleans.
It's like days long.
Days long.
Okay,
so
good,
they're
good.
going to the
Got it.
concert. Stuff's going on around at nighttime. They're going to the other club.
All day, all night type
All
of
weekend
thing.
in New
And
Orleans.
they just get into shenanigans
Yes,
and antics.
exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
well, I want to see the movie. I really should go see it.
It's fun. It's cute.
I want to go see it. So tell me about spilling your rosé in your bag.
I smuggled rosé in. I was like, I'll take my Mariah Report tote bag.
Yes.
And it leaked.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to tell. It looked perfectly fine to me. But
Well, I got these really cool tumblers, and they're like big, and you screw the lid on. But it looks like a soda cup, but see-through.
like a aluminum can.
No. It's plastic.
Okay.
It's like it doesn't break, and it's big. So in the dark with a straw in it, it looks like a regular cup that you could buy there.
Oh, got it.
You know what I mean?
Oh, well, you know what? I keep speaking of like smuggling in things and carrying your drinks everywhere with you, and this is not a promotion because we are supported by our lambs and our listeners.
Yeah.
So you can go to patreon.com/The Mariah Report and you can subscribe. It's a monthly subscription for as little as $1 a month
Yes.
to help support the show and all these festive things that we're gearing up to give you.
Yep. And when you give $1, you get a festive postcard signed by us. Mm-hmm. The first batch has gone out, so
expect those in the mail for all of you who have signed up to Patreon. And the more you pledge for us, the more you will receive. We have a bunch of other things coming for you.
Well, we're about to launch a deluxe package, which is the packages go $5. You get a shout out on the show.
That's true. That package is a go.
That's a good one. And then the $10 one, you're going to get. It's called the deluxe. You get the postcard. You get a little button and a Mariah Report sticker.
Yeah, all the good little festive things.
Little more.
So you'll get all of those things if you pledge $10. Plus you'll get the shout out. Plus you'll get everything.
Everything else.
You get everything else as well.
And the behind the scenes stuff.
And then there will be more things to come later. But I just had to throw that in there because I was like, this is not a promotion. But I keep meaning to buy myself one of those new Swell bottles.
Oh, yeah.
And like if you buy the larger one, you could fit a whole bottle of wine in there.
Oh.
And you could just throw that in your bag, your little Mariah Report tote, and it won't leak. And it doesn't have condensation.
Oh.
So it won't get anything else wet in your Mariah Report tote.
That's good.
And it'll stay either hot or cold up to 24 hours.
Get out of here.
Yes,
That's
they're
what I
really
needed.
good. They're really good. So I keep meaning to buy one, and I should just go and just get online and buy one, but I keep forgetting.
I want one too.
Because you know what I really don't... This is why I still haven't gotten it. Because I want to buy it in person so that I have it right then and there. You know what I mean? Then you got to pay for shipping, and then you got to wait for it, and I hate waiting for those things. I want it right now. So I need to go to an actual store and buy it.
I want one too.
Okay, well, if I go, I'll get you one.
Yeah, thanks.
They're really good. That was just a random story about leaking rosé in your Mariah Report tote bag.
Another random sidebar is that I was listening to a couple of other podcasts, and they were doing the ads that we used to do. And I was thinking, I'm so glad we don't have to do that anymore.
Well, yeah, but I mean, because it was sort of a lot.
It was funny.
We were
trying to sell.
We were trying to sell.
But then I was really appreciating our donors who are donating.
Yes, they are much appreciated.
Really, thank God these people are helping us.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So we appreciate it.
Yes, and thank you much. Thank God and thank the Lamely.
Yes.
Speaking of podcasts, though, I was just listening to RuPaul's podcast because I always listen to her podcast on my way over here to the studio. And this happened to be the one with Rose McGowan.
Oh, I love that. Was interesting, right?
That was very interesting. I started sweating. I felt like they were arguing.
I know,
I felt like Ru was
intense.
It was very intense. And I was like, oh my God, there's about to be a fight.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Right, I know.
But I still have 10 more minutes left, so don't tell me how it ended or if they made up, but I felt like there was a lot of tension in the room. And Michelle, who's like the co-host, doesn't say a word the whole time.
No, but she says stuff. Michelle says to Rose things like, do you find it hard to have friends? Stuff like
because
that.
And RuPaul keeps telling her, it's like, don't take everything so seriously. And she's like, yeah, but the men in this world and the men are the men in Hollywood. And it's just like, girls, stop taking it so seriously. But she's like, I am taking it seriously. You know, why can't I take it seriously if I want to take something? It's like, damn, girl, calm down.
Yeah, she's like, I have to because no one else is.
It's like, yeah, girl, but like, it's too much. It's too much. But I say that because on the most recent episode, because that one's a few weeks old, RuPaul talks about going to see Mariah in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get up to that yet.
But here's the thing. I listened to it, and she said it was fabulous and loved it because, you know, she's a big fan of Mimi. He's a big fan of Mimi because he's a man, not a woman. But I just call her she because I call everybody girl and she and this. She said it was fabulous, but that's really all she says. She doesn't go into details.
Oh, because now I'm going to call her she because she went to like the first show, right? The first or second.
I think
Vegas?
the first or second Vegas show, where Mariah maybe wasn't like maybe wasn't back on her heels properly. So maybe she didn't want to say anything bad about Mariah.
Because I feel like there's a campaign to get Mariah on RuPaul's Drag Race, like underground.
I believe there is, and to get her music on for lip syncs.
Yeah, which they need to get suggestion box now that it's empty.
Right, because someone stole all of our suggestions.
Yes. Here's a new one. Mariah needs a freaking 1 hour spectacular on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Absolutely.
Where she's there all day.
She does the
coaching.
Yeah.
Judging.
Interacting. All of that.
Whole
it
1
would
hour.
Be so much fun. And they find that at the end of the show, they do a lip sync for your life to a Mariah song. It would be amazing.
Yeah. But it can't be like a quick snippet appearance. I want
I want the whole thing. Like, you know, like when they did Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Even though that episode wasn't even that great.
I liked it, though. I didn't mind.
It was cute, but I've seen better episodes.
But she was committed, and she was
there.
Yeah,
she was there, and she was intent, and she was connecting with the girls, and you know what I mean?
But it just as a pop star, it just makes perfect sense to be on VH1 for 1 hour. Regardless of what show you're on.
Absolutely.
So just get on VH1 for 1 hour when the album's about to come out.
Right.
Figure it out. Make it happen.
She's out there in California. Mariah's out there in California. Yeah. They tape in California.
Yes.
They're taping. They just started this week.
Mariah?
Can we call her?
Yeah.
Girl.
Make it happen.
Get over there.
That's a make it happen.
That's a make it happen thing, especially because that show is getting, I mean, here in America, is getting so much more popular. So it would be great to have her on there.
Excuse me, I went to the gay bar to watch the finale. Couldn't get in.
There's so many people there.
Yeah, it's like gay sport.
Yes, and honey, you know, if the gays love you,
then their girlfriends love
you. Then everybody loves you.
Yeah, the girls like it, and then the boyfriends
trickle
like
down
it.
effect is intense, and it's needed.
Yes.
So like, Mariah needs to get on that show. That's all I'm saying. And RuPaul loves her and always has loved her. So whatever. Okay, that's enough tangenting. Right. Do we have any other random tangents?
Yes. Okay. I have a crazy one. So, you know how we're doing the MC Squared saga? I think in the first or the second episode, I mentioned how I had this cute boyfriend at the time. Well, it was like...
Did he listen to the show and be like, are you talking about me?
No, get out of it. Get this.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
It was like a nothing boyfriend, like a fling. Nothing.
Right.
I saw him in the street.
Get out. Girl. What are the odds?
I know.
What are the odds?
I can't believe it. And there he was.
Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil.
From a distance, but I was like, oh, okay. Time ticked along and he's all busted.
Oh, poor man. So I wish him well.
I was like, did I do that? I wish him well. Yeah, see ya.
Did I do that?
But crazy that I mentioned it, and there he is.
I know. What are the... I tell you, though, in New York City, a city full of 8 million people, this, especially the island of Manhattan, is so small. You are bound to run into somebody.
Oh, yeah.
I just ran into somebody that I used to work with, and I was like, hey, girl.
All right. That's enough
That's enough tangenting. We got too many moments to talk about. Yeah. But let's start with all the hits, because obviously that's what's going on, and Mariah made some major changes.
Yes. Now, where did we leave off? Just the first concert?
I think we had just done the first concert at that point. Yeah. Maybe the second. I can't remember.
No. To Anaheim. I think we didn't do Anaheim yet.
Yeah, but there was really nothing to remember.
Right.
All those California shows, it wasn't until like the second to last. What was right before the Hollywood Bowl? Like San Diego?
Yes.
I think it was.
Yes.
That's where she made the changes.
Yes, you're right.
That's where she made the changes. And that was obviously after we had made all the suggestions.
After we changed it.
After we had made the suggestions and put them in the suggestion box.
We got bombarded with...
Somebody robbed us. And then we got all this new, fascinating, wonderful, beloved new stuff.
I know.
So, okay, so overall, most of you lambs listening, you've obviously like been online and you know what the changes are. But overall, what do you think about the changes, Martin? A thumbs up or thumbs down, or you could have done better?
Well, the thing, I feel like what happened was she took our suggestions but then made some more mistakes.
Right. Like, girl, I see you got my note.
Yeah.
But you didn't follow through.
Exactly. So thumbs up because I suggested the black dresses on a black stage doesn't work. So we got new colorful dresses
and gowns, which we love Mariah in gowns.
Yeah. So thumbs up.
Yes.
I like that she opened with heat.
Loved that.
That's a little
that was the
treat.
Mind-blowing thing of it because you like. I mean, if you were there, I know one lamb who was there, gagging. Because in a million years, you think, oh, what is she going to open up with?
Yeah.
You never would think that.
Well, that's when it was the same thing. I gagged when she did the Triumphant tour and opened with the Triumphant remix of Can't Take That Away.
Right. You would never expect that.
Never in a million years.
Never in a million years. But since, we've been talking about E equals MC squared, Mariah's like, let's throw these bitches some E equals MC squared. She came with the heat. And some of you lambs don't know that isn't a bonus track from the album. It's not like MC on every squared. Album.
Didn't Japan get it maybe?
I think Japan got it.
Yeah.
And I don't remember because I downloaded it, so I don't know. But that's where that comes from. And I actually love that beat.
Yeah.
When she says, y'all think I couldn't come no harder? Oh, Lord. And that beat, I want to say, I could be wrong. I should have looked into this before I start talking about it. But I think it was produced by will.i.am from Black Eyed Peas?
Ooh.
I think it is. Can you look it up?
Maybe, yeah.
Just to double check, it's either that or somebody else. But because when I first heard it, I was like, Mariah never came this hard with a beat like this. It was totally new, totally crazy, and I was living for it. I loved everything about it.
Yeah.
Except in the regular song Heat, the heavy beat drops out when she starts singing the verse and chorus, the verse.
Right.
And I didn't like that because I was like, I want that beat through the whole song. And I want her strong, fierce attitude through the whole song. And it doesn't, if you listen to the whole song, it sort of sounds disjointed when you go from like the chorus to the verse because they're two totally different like feelings. And I'm sure that she intentionally wanted it to be like that because she crafted it that way.
Yeah.
But for me, it's a little disjointing because I love that first heavy beat so much. I just don't want to let it go. But she doesn't perform the whole song. It's just the intro and the best part of it.
Yes.
She uses the best part of Heat as a big energy, boost to be like, here I am, MFers. And she comes out, well, the first time she came out in a throne. The second time she came out in a thing, and then the throne's just there.
But the throne is new, right? She didn't use it in the first two shows.
Correct.
So
the throne is new.
Added the throne, added an entrance.
Yes, which I do like.
But we suggested she's a little too flat.
Yeah, girl, you're just like standing there and just coming. You need a little something. Yeah. And I was thinking, oh yeah, you could bring her out on like the Chaise Lounge, like they did on the Sweet Sweet Fantasy tour, but like something else would be better. And I think her coming out, sitting on that throne, being like pushed to the front of the stage is like, that's how a queen arrives.
Exactly.
That's it. So I love it. I love that opening. I thought it was perfect. That is straight from the suggestion box, and she did not miss a beat on that. She got that.
Yeah.
And she comes out in this gold gown.
Right.
Gold gown that has like see-through moments on it. I love that. And the beautiful train, little tail at the bottom of it. I love it.
Is the gold gown what we saw at Christmas time? At Disneyland?
No, completely different.
But same motif, right?
Same motif.
But the gown with like that, the middle part of a
no,
bit.
I don't know what gold gown you're referring to again now. From what Christmas?
Christmas at Disneyland. Do you remember when she did All I Want for Christmas in front of the castle on that special?
You went all the lights behind it when she wore a silver dress?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these are completely different dresses.
Oh, they look...
No, they're completely different dresses.
Now I have to Google that.
Now you gotta look close. You must inspect. You must inspect. These are two completely new dresses, and I know the second one, which we haven't even started talking about, but I guess we will now. The second dress, which is silver and it's like has dangly beads on it.
Yeah, I like that dress.
I like that dress. That dress is brand new. Because we follow the dress designer on Instagram.
Is he from Dubai?
I think he is. And he posted a picture of Mariah in that dress. But weeks ago, he had posted a picture of that dress on a model, and it was black.
I saw that.
Because it's like from his new...
Okay, the Disney dress is completely different.
Yeah, completely different.
You're right.
Yeah, but anyways, we love the new dresses. The gold dress is great.
Well, you can see her.
Yeah. Yeah. I just like it.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's the Mariah I was expecting.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I wanted. Mm-hmm. That's what I wanted. Mm-hmm. So I was like so happy. So happy.
The body bag is gone.
The body bag. It's hopefully buried somewhere. Because that was just not cute, right? I love the reveal.
Yeah. I went back and looked at it, and you're right. It just wasn't...
It wasn't up to par.
Yeah.
Could have been better.
Way better.
If you're going to do it good.
I still like the black lacy one, but just not on the stage.
I like the black lacy one too, but just not for that setting.
Yeah.
Okay, so then she does that, and then she goes, the second song, I think...
I'm That Chick.
Is I'm That Chick.
Yeah.
Which, again, hello, who's been talking about E = MC squared for like a whole month now? Just saying. Again...
Well, listen, just for the record, because I want to clarify this, we kind of vibe off what Mariah does, so...
Yeah.
We're not like taking all the credit.
No, this isn't fun. We're kidding. We're just making fun of it. We did get a lot of lambs, though, saying, oh my God, she's doing exactly what you guys said.
We did.
So that's why we're sort of like hyping it up and we're being completely like over the top ridiculous.
Yeah,
we get it.
Don't take it
Mariah's not listening to us.
No.
Girl, please.
Uh-huh. And she can take her own ideas back if she wants.
Yeah, these are her ideas
that we take.
So we're just claiming them for the moment. She can do whatever she wants. Okay, so I'm That Chick.
Nice surprise.
Good surprise.
Yeah.
A good, upbeat, great openings come with heat.
Yep.
And then I'm That Chick. Mm-hmm. She has the dancers with her now. Yep. Let's not forget that. That's another new addition, which we were saying it's a little bare stage.
Yes.
So, like, she needs something there. If you want to put a screen on, that could work. But you need something. So she did that. The dancers are there, and they helped her out, and they assisted her through all these good songs.
I wonder, like, how much notice they had if they got a phone call saying, you need to be at the Hollywood Bowl. You need to be... Where was the first one? Oh, in San Diego. Now.
Anaheim. Yeah. I forget. I don't know. It's all California. She did like 5 shows in California.
Yeah.
4 at least. Maybe 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4-ish.
I think the biggest show, though, was
the
Hollywood Bowl, which is the most recent one, which is the one that I keep going back to.
Right.
Because I actually watched that whole concert on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Because somebody recorded it all in, like, really good high def.
Oh.
I think it's called CalVids, like CAL space VIDS.
Oh, wow.
And you can see, because he, like, I think it's just someone who goes out there and, like, tapes all these concerts, because they taped, like, all of Lionel as well.
Oh.
It's really good quality. So you can check that out. We don't know him or anything, but like whatever. That's where I watched the whole thing. So that's like the show that's like stuck in my mind the most.
But also I think the biggest, almost like saying she did Madison Square Garden.
Right. It was a nice
event.
sellout.
Yes.
A lot of people were there. The crowd was wild.
Yeah.
I
had never seen inside the bowl. I thought it was a closed arena.
Oh really? No, I knew it was open.
Oh, see, I never knew that. That's why I was like, that looks like a lot of fun. I would love to sit
right?
outside
Go
and drink
outside,
wine.
yes, with your rosé in your Mariah Report tote bag.
Tons of
ma'am.
fun. Yeah.
Sign me up.
I would like that.
No, I really want to go there. If I ever get a chance to see Mariah, I would like to see her there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's fun.
With some screens on, though.
Oh, please, somebody. Okay, so let's continue with the set list. I'm That Chick. Great, beautiful. And then she does Heartbreaker.
Regular.
Now, we're a little upset about this. This is where she took the wrong turn. I think she should have done Heartbreaker.
Love Hangover.
She should have kept that.
Keep it going. Keep the beat.
Yeah, keep it going.
Disco going.
Yeah. That's what I think. I mean, Heartbreaker is cute and everything, and I love a good Heartbreaker moment.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm glad she didn't get rid of it, but I mean, I really want to see her give a good Love Hangover, Heartbreaker.
See, it would have been perfect for the fun, upbeat theme of that we were doing.
Yeah.
She shifted gears, and like we heard Heartbreaker, the regular version, in all the Vegas shows 1,000 times.
Right, a million times.
We don't need to hear
and she's not even doing like a one or the other version. She's doing like the medley of the album version and the remix version.
And the same video from Vegas.
Right.
In the back.
It's like, girl, come on.
Yeah.
Give us new. Like, she's coming with so much fresh, fun, festive. She should put that back. I hope she might.
Yeah.
She might. Hopefully she will.
She's wearing that big glittery dress, like a disco ball.
Right.
Like, stick
come
with
on.
it. Stick
come
with the
on.
theme. Yeah.
And I again think it's a perfect song because it's one of those songs that transcends both generations of audience members at this show. Because you get the Lionel Richie people who know the original song because like it's from their era.
The Love Hangover. By
Diana Ross. And then you get Mariah, Heartbreaker, which is a classic that we all know and love. And mash that together like it's perfect.
Yeah.
So I don't know. A missed opportunity or maybe a slight mistake in the set list change. A slight mistake.
Yeah. Suggestion box.
Yeah, it's there. We put it there. Bring it back, girl.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
But keep the top half.
Yes, keep the top half. But now let's slide this. Let's transition Heartbreaker back to what you originally planned.
We'll get it right by the end of the tour.
It'll be right.
But we did not complain about the Love Hangover.
No, there were no complaints. No. Except for the body bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Poor Mariah.
Poor Mariah.
This is why she drinks.
I know. Yeah. This is what we drive her to like be a lush. She has a splash because people like us talk about her all the time. But it's all in fun and love. Come on now. It's all fun. Yeah. Okay, so then and then
well, she did shake it off.
Yes, which I'm okay with.
I'm totally fine with that.
But didn't miss it.
She replaced it with something.
Right, that's the problem.
Because I want my money's worth.
Right. You don't want to be like, oh, you can't just cut out a song and leave me with nothing. You know, so she could have like kept the disco momentum going with "You Don't Know What to Do."
Oh my god,
that would have been epic.
The podcast will be cancelled because I'll be dead.
Yeah, dead.
If
in
that
the
was
casket.
the set list,
yeah. Could you imagine?
Me? Oh my god,
that would be amazing.
Completely.
That's
dead.
what needs to be added to the show.
Yeah,
it's perfect. It's perfect for the whole energy, the whole vibe. Even though there's like, if we like do like Heat. I'm That Chick, Love Hangover, Heartbreaker,
Don't Know What to Do.
And Don't Know What to Do.
That's
even
enough.
though that's 4 songs
Perfect.
of like high, good energy, like people are jamming out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now you can sort of like take it down slower a little bit.
Yes.
And then you could bring it down to the ballad.
Because now I'm worn out.
Yeah.
You wore me out.
Mm-hmm. So
now I need a seat. I need to sit down now.
Mm-hmm. So that's perfect timing for My All.
Yes.
Perfect timing. Yeah. And she's always been killing the My All. Yeah. It was always good for her. She did really great at the Hollywood Bowl.
She could do that, and I would not even be mad if she threw in the My All mix where she runs off the stage and changes.
I would not be mad at that. I would not be mad at that.
For the nostalgia.
Absolutely, because she hasn't been doing that in like Vegas and stuff.
For a while. Yeah,
bring in the ending, because actually that would make perfect sense because then she can go back and do her costume change while the dancers are out there to the club mix, which she's done before. And then we wouldn't have to hear Trey Lorenz, no tea, no shades, Trey Lorenz, but Trey Lorenz gets a whole song while she's back there costume changing. And I just think that's ridiculous because I think that song should go to Mariah.
Totally.
And I think what I think it should be is then Mariah comes back from the costume change with, this is all suggestion box, this is all alleged. This never happened. But she should come back.
Feeling you. I'm at this in my mind. I'm at this concert.
I'm at this concert. Yeah. We're concert set list curators.
Yeah.
Then she comes back
in
the new ensemble, and then she brings Trey to do I'll Be There.
Yes, we're at the same concert.
Yeah, we're at the same concert in our head. In our head.
I got my rosé.
Right? Sipping the rosé. Pink yet lavender even. We can have a pink yet lavender cocktail. And then she can continue on with that. And then she can even bring us like a Touch My Body, where she now is bringing people on the stage again, which is good and fun. Mm-hmm. I'll take it if you're going to give a fan that moment. Yes. What I don't like is when she brings up a quote-unquote celebrity like that Brock O'Hearn
that guy
person,
with the long hair?
The guy with the long hair who I don't know him.
I don't know him either.
I have no idea. Like, I was like, what is this butch man doing at Mariah's show? Why is she bringing him up? Come to find out, he's some sort of an actor.
Oh.
who I don't know.
I don't know either.
But she brought him up. Well, if you're going to bring someone up, bring up a fan, bring up a lamb. Come on, give them the moment, because that Brock O'Turner,
they're dumb.
I don't know him. No, he's not taking that moment to his grave with him.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, it's fun to be like, oh, there's a celebrity in the audience and all of that. Like somebody like John Legend, that makes perfect sense because people know him. But like bringing up Black China. No, thank you. Brock O'Hearn. I don't even know if that's his last name. And I don't know his last name, but Brock, whatever.
I didn't even look him up. I was like, who is that guy?
No, I had to Google him because I have to Google everything. So, because I had to know who he was. But I'm like, nobody knows him, so he doesn't need to be there.
He's not in the lamb
You know
world.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Nicole Richie, if you brought her up,
that would've been fun.
that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Because she was there.
Lambing out.
She was lambing out with all her girlfriends.
Yeah.
So that would have been good. So we can keep Touch My Body if she brings the lambs on. Okay? So we're still curating the set list, Martin. We're not being too sidetracked. Right?
Right.
Okay. And then she does... and then what else does she do next? What comes next?
Well, now I'm confused at what concert I'm at.
Okay.
In my mind.
Well, yeah. Okay. Because in my mind, we have cut out...
One Sweet Day has been cut out.
Yes, One Sweet Day did get the axe. So did My All in one of the shows, but it came back.
Yeah.
I think she had to cut some of the songs because of time, because she didn't make it to the stage on time. She was a little late, I think, in San Diego, or maybe it was Anaheim.
Right.
And she had to cut a couple songs. But if she's cutting songs, due to time, you're pissing off lambs. Now, but if you're cutting songs because you're replacing them with things, then we appreciate it.
Yeah, because the lambs are there, and there's lots of reports of people just leaving after Mariah.
Yeah. Like, we want Mariah. That's it.
Mariah.
We're not really there for anybody else. Okay, but what she does need to take off the set list permanently is the I Know What You Want.
Yes.
With Busta Rhymes. Okay. That has to go.
Yeah.
It just completely is a waste of time.
Well, people were saying, it's good for her to do it because she can rest a little bit. But I'm like, it's only an hour show.
It's an hour show. She already gets a long break in costume changing.
Yeah.
The first couple of songs, because they're upbeat and heavy, and I'm in my own set list mind.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to sing them all big and heavy. Heartbreaker's not that hard of a song to sing. Although I will say with Heartbreaker, I think she's been doing live high notes. I think at the bowl, the Hollywood Bowl, I think those were live high notes.
I know. Because they just sounded matured. It wasn't the album version.
Yeah. Well, okay. When I was watching those good high-definition videos from Hollywood Bowl that I told you about on YouTube, during Heartbreaker, she does the remix version, then into the regular version, and then she exits the stage while the dancers are still dancing, and then she comes back out and does the high notes. But this is like in my own lamb brain, I think she exits the stage so she can go do some throat spray so she can make sure she's going to hit the notes, because when she came back out, those were live notes, and they were on point.
That's common.
So and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But I think that's what she did. It does. That's just a theory. That's a conspiracy theory in my own head.
In your mind.
In my mind. Do not quote me on that. That is all alleged.
Today's Moments is all in our mind. It's all made up.
All in your minds from the debut album.
Okay, so what are we up to? I Know What You Want?
Yeah, but we're Xing that out. We don't even have to talk about it because there's nothing to talk about.
No, she sits on the throne.
She sits in the throne. Okay, great. Yeah. Bye.
Then Trey comes on, and she did My All. The My Alls are kind of good and standard.
They're good. They're standard.
Yeah.
She feels comfortable singing those songs, singing My All. So keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it. And it's one of her favorites.
And the fans love that.
And fans love it.
I mean, but Joe Schmo in the audience like it.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah. It gives her a moment to vocal showcase.
Yeah.
Without going crazy. And she doesn't have to hit random crazy high notes or anything like that, So that's a good one.
Okay, but then she did Always Be My Baby. And the baby's finally kicked.
Yes,
finally saying something.
Yes, because she's been bringing them out for Always My Baby, which is super cute. But this time Monroe actually gave us a little bit, with a little encouragement from Mariah, because she's like, come on.
Well, she normally brings them out and then she'll give them the mic for a second, but they just never do anything with it.
Yeah.
Then they just get all frozen or whatever.
Right.
So finally, Monroe gave a little something.
Yes, she was so adorable. Entertainment Tonight heavily covered that. So there's like a bunch of videos out there on that. And that was a really cute moment.
Yeah.
And me as a fan, I would love that because like Mariah and her babies, I'm down for.
Yeah.
Now, if I was a Fairweather fan, I would be a little upset because Mariah doesn't really sing a lot, or didn't at the Hollywood Bowl, because she was like encouraging the kids and she was like wrangling the kids and things.
Right.
That she like didn't put a lot into it. She was singing the words, but like it wasn't like, because for some of these people who are not big Mariah fans, they love that song. They want to hear that song like album version.
But also, don't forget, when you're like at the back and you can't, there's no screen.
And you can't see them little tiny babies. You can barely see Mariah.
You don't know what's going on.
You have no idea. You're like, what's happening? Is she like giving us another New Year's Eve moment? You know?
Yeah.
So I think like if she does that, like she has to bring the kids out. The kids they got to be on.
They got to rehearse properly.
They got to rehearse. I don't know. I think it's cute as a lamb. Then I'm like, yes, girl, bring your kids out. I'll take it any day. But I think some of the other like concert goers who want to hear that classic Mariah song, it might ruin it for them.
Sounds butchered for them.
Yeah, they don't get the full effect of it because that's a crowd pleaser. Everybody sings along. Everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
anyways,
I know.
I love Always Be My Baby. Keep Always Be My Baby.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then comes out It's Like That. To Touch My Body. Oh, the Don't Forget About Us.
That can go.
I forgot about it. How are you going to put Don't Forget About Us and We Belong Together in the same 45-minute set list?
I know.
They're the same song.
She needs to ditch that song.
Same song. And it's just one or the other, Mariah, one or the other.
Yeah.
And everyone wants to hear We Belong Together, so it's obviously going to be We Belong Together. Don't Forget About Us should not be on any set list.
No.
Ever.
Totally forgot. Like,
maybe not ever, but...
I mean, I don't really know any lambs who want to hear it. Who are
they're like, who's
like fan out about it.
Yeah.
We didn't like, you have conversations with your lamb friends. Nobody brings it up.
Nobody's like, oh, don't forget about it.
Yeah.
No,
it's always that was a fluke. That was a fluke number one.
It was, because she was just riding high.
Yeah.
She was, feeling everything. And it was, riding the bandwagon of the We Belong Together song.
Well, and the reason, like, we're just emphasizing that song, this is like precious stage time.
Exactly. We got 45. People are like, oh, it's an hour set. It's less.
Yeah.
Mariah's on for less than 45 minutes. So you have to take every moment to give us something that we really want as fans. Like lambs and like other regular concert goers.
And don't forget, you dragged us to the Lionel show.
Yeah, and I have to deal with that. And then I have to sit through that opening act.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, girl, please.
So you better give us the goods.
But at least now I know that Mariah is supposed to be on at the 45-minute mark. Like 45 minutes after the show starts.
Yeah, but also I thought, is she going to come on like mid-Lionel?
Right, and she's not. It's not happening.
I'm happy with
so
the way things are going.
we're fine with that.
Yeah,
we're totally fine with that. So I know I can get my splashes before Mariah hits the stage. I know I have exactly 45 minutes, and then Mariah time, however long she takes.
Yeah.
To actually get to the stage.
Did you see at the Hollywood Bowl they ran out of nachos?
I did not.
There was a nacho shortage.
No, they better have my nachos. They better have my nachos, girl.
Madison Square have the nachos.
They do.
I'm secretly more excited to go to the food court at Madison
Me
Square.
too, because they got it. Madison Square Garden is everything.
They fixed it up. It's
real
good.
Madison Square Garden also has a tiny theater. This is tangent. A tiny theater on the side that I've never been to, but I want to go because Kelly Clarkson's going to be playing there.
It's big.
Is it?
Yeah, I saw Kathy Griffin there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I saw A Christmas Story, the play, in there. It's big. Yeah. It's pretty good.
I want to go.
It's a nice size.
Anyways.
Comfortable.
Random.
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden. They got it. They got it all together.
Exactly.
Okay, let's finish up with the set list because there's so many other moments.
Okay. Then she did... Okay, so Don't Forget About Us, and then It's Like That, where she sat down.
And then she got up towards the end a little bit, at least in Hollywood Bowl.
A lot of sitting down going on.
Well, she has to make use of that throne. They spent money on it.
I guess. I don't. She probably got it from her house.
She probably got it from somewhere.
Did I tell you about the Good Morning America throne?
No.
All right, so this is all secret information.
What throne?
Between us. You know when she sat on the throne with Miguel?
Oh, yes, okay. So, did you tell me this?
I don't know.
I think maybe you did. Maybe not.
This is all secret, so don't tell anybody.
Okay, just between you and I.
Us listeners, us fans. So, on Good Morning America, when she did that set list recently. What was that, 2013-ish?
14.
Where she hashtag beautiful and Miguel was there.
Yeah, 14.
She requested a throne on the stage.
Okay.
So they're all running
But they didn't have a throne?
They're like, where the fuck do we get a throne at 4 in the morning?
Oh, my God.
So she is like, I have one in my bathroom. Come get it.
Wait a minute. That's blowing my mind. Wait a minute. Because that totally is.
Yeah, that's her
Because
throne.
remember, because if you look at Mariah's closet.
Yes.
It's the one from Mariah's closet.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes, I bet that throne on stage is hers.
Oh my God, it is hers.
That's probably just from her living room.
How did you never tell me that before? Remember way back when, maybe about the same time as Beautiful, she had posted an Instagram picture, black and white, laying in a cape
Yes.
on that chair in her closet. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Is it the same one?
It's the same one, I'm telling you. It is the same one. I'm going to do my research.
Either or.
Either or.
That's her. She has thrones lying around.
She just has them lying around. Well, she loves to lounge.
I know.
That's her preferred state.
So I bet the one we're seeing, they were like, we need something more, Mariah. She's like, just get
There's something at the house.
in the living room.
Rummage through the house. It's there. Yeah, she probably did.
Check the garage.
But I am not mad about it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it.
Oh, no, I'm not mad. I'm just saying funny.
It is funny. That is a funny moment.
I'm sure they didn't make it on the spot. She had it already.
Okay, what's next? Set list. Then we go into the closing 3 songs, which are the classics.
Yeah, and now I lost my set list.
Well, I can tell you, it's "Touch My Body," and then she does "Vision of Love,"
Yes,
"We Belong Together," and "Hero,"
right.
which are all great.
Fine. Good, nice ending.
Nice ending. Don't change those.
No.
But there are some changes. We've put those out there. Or if they happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't.
I mean, if she does those tweaks we just mentioned earlier, it'd be perfect.
It would
the
really
most
be
fun
perfect.
Thing.
Yeah.
Super fun.
I think "I'll Be There" needs to be there, and I need. Don't forget about us to be gone, switched maybe with "Emotions," or even a "Make It Happen" moment. Mm-hmm. Something like that. She could easily pull out an "Underneath the Stars" as well. That would drive the lambs crazy.
Crazy.
So that's good too. Okay, so can we end the All the Hits tour and move on?
Well, I'm also happy she ditched "One Sweet Day" because it's kind of a downer. I know it's a mega hit.
Mega hit, but, unless you're going to do it with Boyz II Men, I think it just doesn't have the same specialness. That's why take that out, put When You Believe. If you're going to do that, put When You Believe up there. You love playing a video.
Yes.
You love playing a video.
Half a song.
So do it. Do that. I would much rather hear that.
Oh, for
Even
sure.
though I love "One Sweet Day" and it holds a very special place in my heart.
Yes.
It's just, if you're going to do it how I want.
For some reason, I feel like "One Sweet Day" is nice if it was in an unplugged TV special. Mm-hmm. That would be a nice setting. Mm-hmm. Not like in a fun concert.
Yeah, I get it. I mean? I think she could switch that out. So I'm not mad that she X'd it out.
Yeah,
but she cannot be Xing out. She needs to be replacing. And
it's
all about replacing.
Exactly. And as a Stalker fan, I can just YouTube the Vegas shows and get a live version.
Exactly.
I don't need more.
Anyway. Okay, so the show was great, blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
but there was a big after party because this was her last LA show or something.
Yes.
So all the press and all the celebrities were there and she was out and about. Mm-hmm. And
all kinds of stuff went down.
All kinds of craziness from this, that, and the other all went down. Where do we want to start? Well, let's start with the Entertainment Tonight because they gave us some nice footage of Mariah backstage.
Yes, okay.
So
they went with the Brian and Mariah are real angle.
Yes, they did. They're really trying it. That's cute. Whatever.
I still don't know whatever about it.
I'm literally whatever about it. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't make me happy. Yeah. It doesn't upset me.
One of our listeners asked why we never talk about him because I'm just whatever.
It's just so whatever.
He's there.
I like Brian.
Yeah, but it's not interesting.
Their relationship to me is not interesting. Mm-hmm. I don't see what it is. And, not for nothing, I don't like her and Nick's relationship either. Right. I mean, after the divorce and all of this, even when they were married, I was like, I really don't care to talk about him because their relationship doesn't do anything for me.
Sidebar, talking about exes and Nick.
Uh-huh.
He was on The View.
Oh, really?
This week.
What's he talking about now?
He's in a movie about dancing in Jamaica.
Oh, please.
He's acting. But let me tell you something. It makes Glitter look like a blockbuster Academy Award-winning masterpiece.
Oh, I believe it. Oh, great.
It was the worst.
Perfect. Well, I'm never checking for him, so I'm glad you caught that, but I did not.
YouTube recommended it for me.
Oh.
You know, it does that. Because I was like, what's he doing?
Yeah. What is he? And then you got to click on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so funny. You actually have to watch the clip because this movie is about dancing and this Jamaican style of dancing. And they go, Nick can dance, do a dance. They make him get up. He just shakes his hand around. He doesn't dance.
What is... Oh, that's ridiculous.
It was so funny.
That's ridiculous.
Because he's like, now he's a dancer. It's like,
okay,
oh,
please.
well, where is it?
Please. He's trying to be... I want something of everything. It's just not going to work for him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so back to Entertainment Tonight. So Entertainment Tonight was there right as Mariah was coming off the stage. Brian Tanaka's right with her. Like,
kissing on her and stuff.
Kissing, smoochy smooch. Okay, great. Yeah, sure, whatever. Love it. But then they also did like a separate interview with Mariah.
Yeah.
Talking about things. And what I thought was very interesting is she's drinking her champagne.
Yeah. I'm glad the choker was not there for a moment.
For a moment.
It's so much better without the choker.
It's just, she has tons and tons of jewelry. Switch it up sometimes.
I know.
And
which James gave her, by the way.
Yeah.
Can we put that in the file?
Yeah, put it in the...
in the
vault.
Yeah, what do you call it?
Vault.
The safe deposit box at the bank.
I just think she should switch up her jewelry a little bit more because it's just more festive and gives us something to talk about.
Exactly. We're complaining
about her jewelry because we have nothing else to talk about, clearly.
Okay,
but
so
she has her champagne, and then the girl's like, "Oh, well, what do you drink?" Like, and she's like, "I put honey in my wine, my champagne."
Okay,
and then she's like, "Oh, we just coined it, honey wine." I'm like, "Girl, honey wine is a thing. It has been being made for hundreds of years. Yeah. It's called mead." Yeah. And it's literally wine that is made from honey. And Mariah's like, "Oh, we just invented something."
Oh, God.
No, not quite, but that's super cute, and I love that moment, so that's funny.
Catch it in the Mariah shop on Hollywood Boulevard, whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
mariahreport.com. Honey wine just invented. But here, actually, I've tasted it many times. I've had it many times. I actually don't like honey wine. It's too sweet for me. It's too sweet. But when Mariah had her champagne glass, and she literally took a bottle of honey and like poured it in her champagne glass. Right. And I was like, "Girl, how much honey you need?"
Well, here's the thing. First of all, like I squinted about a lot of things. She does this thing where people will ask her something, and she'll just come up with an answer on the spot. So I think she doesn't do that. She doesn't put honey in her champagne.
I don't think so either.
Because when you do that, because I'm a bit of a foodie, when you do that, it just will go straight to the bottom, and you got to stir it, and all the bubbles come out.
Oh, of course.
What's the point of that?
Yeah, no, and then it's going to be...
Now it's going to be gross.
Yeah, it's going to be gross. I don't think she does that.
She just did that on the spot.
She did that on the spot to do something funny.
Yeah,
because
you know earlier in the year when I think another Entertainment Tonight interview happened, and they asked her about Mariah's World, and she was like, "When are you doing something?" She's like, just threw back the question.
Yeah.
I forget what it even was. She just does shit on the spot now. She doesn't actually have an interview.
Right. She doesn't like have a conversation.
She's not really present in the interview.
No.
Which is
I get it.
Concerning.
But it was a funny, festive moment.
But another thing is, I'm surprised she has that brand of honey. I thought she would get like some nice, good, fancy honey.
Well, they probably had that backstage, and gosh knows,
that's what they gave her.
Yeah.
She said honey.
It's probably not like what she would use at home.
I just found a few points I found interesting. She doesn't put honey in her champagne.
No, I don't think so either.
Bullshit.
No, because then there were all those comments like, "Oh my God, Mariah, you shouldn't be putting honey in your thing trying to protect your voice because champagne dries out your vocal cords."
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure she's well aware of that, but, the bitch is not putting her splash down.
Exactly.
We can't
ask her to either.
I'm not mad about it, girl. So I dare someone tell me to put my splash down. I dare them. Dare. No, ma'am. Even though, like, I'm sure she should, but it's her prerogative.
It's so funny because we've been doing these E=MC² sagas for Back in Time.
Yeah.
Listening to those interviews and the way she talks versus how she speaks. Just her speaking voice is so strange now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a completely different thing going on. It's funny how that changes so quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, everything has changed in the past 2 years with Mariah.
Yeah.
A lot. a lot. We're not going to get into it because you know where I'm going to go, and we're not doing that.
Well, speaking of, are we done with the ET?
Yeah.
Do you want to do Cameron Diaz?
Yeah, let's talk about that one.
So we see a group photo.
Posted by Nicole Richie.
Yeah, who's a fan. We know she's a fan.
Yeah, and I remember when this tour was announced and, like, she was on the red carpet somewhere and they asked her, like, oh, are you going to, like, see Mariah with your dad? And she's like, yeah, I'm already buying 500 tickets. Uh-huh. And she sure enough did. She brought all her girls.
She did.
She brought the whole crew.
One of them being Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Who we know is our villain.
She is. And, you know, I actually sort of never liked her myself.
I've never warmed up to her.
I mean, I like her in, like, one movie and maybe a little bit in Charlie's Angels, but I never really liked her. Just something about her I just didn't like.
Oh, she was good in Something About Mary. That's her, like, one big
that was her. Well, she also, in Mask with Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah, but
she's had... It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't follow her career like that. She was in one funny movie that I still watch to this day, and it's called The Sweetest Thing.
Oh, that one with those three girls?
With the three girls. And
I hated that movie.
You hated it? Oh, my God, it was hysterical.
I was cringe the whole way.
Really? Oh, no, I still love it. I watch it all the time.
What was that stupid thing they did where they were, like, walking down the street singing about dicks?
Oh, I don't remember all the details. I just, like, watch it, like... in the background.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Horrible.
Like, it's funny, but I don't, like, watch
I hate
it. Like, I could not quote anything from it.
I think that's
I like Christina Applegate, and she's in it.
She's cool.
But anyways, so Cameron Diaz, back in the day, and this is not alleged, because Mariah commented on it.
Yeah.
And these are, like, actual quotes. So back in the day, a magazine interviewer was stirring the pot and asked Cameron Diaz, like, what would be a day of torture for you? And she's like, oh, you want to torture me? Set me in a room that plays nothing but Mariah Carey music.
Wasn't like tie me up
and make me listen to Mariah Carey music. Whatever the quote was. I don't have it with me.
Right.
But that was, like, years ago. And I've hated her ever since because I'm like, no, bitch, no, you don't get to say that. Like, okay, if she's not your cup of tea, but that's not torture.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here.
Right.
Like, I just don't like it. I just didn't like the comment. I didn't like the attitude behind it, blah, blah, blah.
But didn't Mariah confront her in a restaurant?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. So... now, this part could be alleged. This could be alleged, but I swear I remember Mariah saying something like this, that she went up to her, she threw ice cubes at her, like, from across the room in like, a restaurant. They probably weren't sitting at a table.
Yeah.
It was probably more like a cocktail party at a restaurant. So, like, she threw an ice cube at her, and then whatever, and then she walked up to her and was like... I mean, don't quote me. She's like, bitch, what do you have to say now? And then Cameron Diaz was all like, oh, no, that was just taken out of context. I didn't really mean it. And so I guess the two of the ladies squashed the beef right there. Yeah. But I still held a grudge, and I still do. Because I'm just saying.
Well, I'll put her in my I don't know her bio. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't really know her, but I just found it really funny that she was standing right next to Mariah. Yes. In the picture. And Nicole Richie's, like, down, squatting in the bottom.
Yep.
Like, Nicole, you obviously got this group of girls together, and there's, like, a guy or two in there, to get this picture with Mariah. You should be standing next to Mariah.
I know.
Even though I know Mariah's much taller than you, but, like, you should be there. Cameron Diaz should be, like, scratched down in the corner. Like, that's what all I have to say about that.
I mean, I wasn't terribly mad at the picture. I'm glad we didn't see someone else who normally shoves her face in these situations.
Absolutely. Any picture without her face, that woman's face,
it's a good picture.
It's a good picture. So I can't be too mad at it.
And I'm kind of glad because the woman's been on the low.
Good.
I know. Because I'm happy. Out of sight, out of mind.
Re So
you guys need to figure out who we're talking about.
Yeah. If you don't know who that is, then... go back and listen to the Looking in Mariah World episodes.
8-part hate spectacular.
Or actually, I think the most hating we do on that woman is like 1 or 2 episodes after New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Right? Because all the New Year's Eve was like
Mariah's
falling in.
World had happened.
And we were like...
Exploded.
Exploded with hate.
That was it.
And we were actually being nice on the air. That was us being nice. Because, you know how we talk when these microphones are not on. We go in. Okay, but anyways, so what else was happening? There were a bunch of other celebrities. She had pictures with Nene Leakes. She was just, it was all like a big meet and greet. Because then they went out to like
press fest.
They went out to Mastro's Steakhouse. Yeah. And so there was like a big, huge after party there. So they had like the backstage moments, the steakhouse. I think it's called Mastro's because I know there's one in Chicago, and I know like my friend used to work at the one in Hollywood, but now he doesn't. He works at like Crustacean or something, which is another like seafood restaurant. It's a seafood restaurant, which I know nothing of. But
so I like the dress she was wearing.
Didn't she look gorgeous?
The plunging V.
I loved it. Yeah. The black dress when she came off the tour bus with Brian. I thought she looked good.
Yeah,
I loved that look
because it fitted her.
Yeah,
and she looked like she could move and finagle.
She looked comfortable. She looked happy. I think she was pleased with that night's show, and she was ready to have festiveness. Now I know that party went on all night long because all of Mariah's people were out and about till 3, 4, 5 in the morning. So they kept Mastro's open all night, girl. Yeah. So they were partying it up.
Okay, but something that caused controversy was when she left and that reporter yelled
One
at
of the
her.
paparazzis.
Yeah.
As Mariah was leaving.
Yelled at her to watch her cholesterol.
Yes.
Now, people are like,
people are
like
all
saying she's like, that was a big fat shame dig. I was thinking about like, yes, it totally is. But also steak is very high in cholesterol. Not good for you.
Right.
All the time.
But do you yell that to everyone who comes out? If Paris Hilton came out and that skinny bitch, no one would be yelling about cholesterol to her.
It's true.
So I just think it was really rude.
It was totally rude.
I don't think it really hit Mariah as that, like, 'cause, like, some people were like, oh, you can see on her face she was like sad and like really hurt. No, she wasn't. That bitch ain't worried about these people. She probably barely even heard him
because everyone's yelling.
Yeah, it's so loud
and clicking and flashing.
We can hear it on the thing because like the guy's like whatever. Yeah, we're on the other side.
Did you notice Brian was being extra nice to the fans this time?
Yes, I did because he got a lot.
Oh, get that one too. Yeah, there you go. Like all of a sudden he's like pro autograph.
Yeah, now he's like the autograph, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. He got a lot of flack from being mean and rude. But here's the thing, though. I've been around in terms of that. Like, so I guess last week, did we discuss it a little bit last week about Brian, like, shoving the pen back into the fan's hand and rolling up the window and then running over their foot? I've been around Mariah in those crazy, hectic situations when there's a lot of fans and there's a lot of things. When she's been in a car and outside of a car as well. Right. And there's so much confusion and chaos going on. Nobody is intentionally trying to hurt anyone. Yeah. Like, I know that, like, some fans things, and he was very curt and very crisp and short with the fan. But if somebody isn't, it will go on forever.
And there's also people, security and drivers going, we got to go.
Wrap it up. Right. But that doesn't mean there's not a nice way to do it. Because I don't know if because Mariah has a different team of people around her now. Like, a lot of the people that when I would be in those situations, they're people that recognize me from the hundreds of other times I was there. They are very like, no, she's done. She's not signing anymore. But they're not throwing anything back at you. They're not being like mean and rude and things like that. But Brian is new to this world, so he doesn't have those social graces. So you just have to like learn to and let it go.
Well, like Anthony Burrell said, a lot of people in her team are green.
They're very green. They don't know. They don't know how to interact with fans. They don't know what the fan connection is.
Sorry, Anthony Burrell, throwing him under the bus.
Well, he said it. He said it.
He said it. Yeah.
But what's wrong with that? It's true. It's not a lie. It's not alleged.
Yeah.
So, like, you just live, you learn, and you just nowadays, hopefully, they will learn to, whatever,
just
get better at it. Because, what I was going to say was a lot of these people around Mariah right now, they don't know the sincere connection, the deep connection that the Lambs have with Mariah. And so the smallest, slightest thing that you do that, like, turns a fan off really affects not the relationship with the Lamb and Brian. It affects the Lamb's relationship with Mariah. And that's the sacred relationship that you don't want to bruise.
Yes.
So they have to be much more careful about that. And
especially these days,
especially these days
very
when
bruised,
lambs are
fragile,
very fragile,
because someone has upset the lambs big time.
Yeah, exactly, and she's the one bruising the relationship with Mariah and the fans.
Mariah has no fans now.
Yeah,
there's like how many? 6
I think our studio cat might be eating some of the cords.
Oh my gosh! Get out of here. Hey.
Oh, she's frisky today.
Oh my
She's
God.
got a hold of them.
Oh my gosh!
Well, the studio cat. What can you do?
Leave it. Oh my God.
She's intense.
Yeah, I know you can't.
You don't mess with that one.
She needs to be on Mariah's team.
So anyways, that's my viewpoint on that whole thing, and the whole like thing of the paparazzi talking about Mariah. It's like, it's rude and they're gonna burn in hell, but like Mariah, I don't think Mariah let that get to her.
Yeah.
So what's next? What other
the bodyguard
moments?
choking someone?
Oh, perfect segue. Perfect segue. Yeah. Okay, now, how do we start with this? Okay, so backstage at maybe the Anaheim show, maybe San Diego, one of the California shows, this is what allegedly happened. There was a photographer, a journalist, a press person backstage with a lanyard, one of the things that you put around your neck.
Like a credential.
Yeah, a credential. There you go. And he apparently went up to Mariah and wanted a picture with her.
Yeah.
Now, allegedly, he claims that he was supposed to be there, like rightfully supposed to be there and had access to wherever Mariah was. So it's like this wasn't in her dressing room. But the bodyguard, who again is a new bodyguard for Mariah, and when I say new, I mean like he maybe has been there like 2 years on and off. When other old bodyguards were with her for 10 plus years, like they were, you know what I mean? So apparently this bodyguard grabbed this man's lanyard, the credential from around his neck and drug him out, leaving a bruise around his neck, like almost choking the man to death. Right. Dragging him out because apparently he did something to Mariah. Huh. Now, that's alleged. That's what this man is alleging. Now,
do you know who the man is, though? Is he a real journalist?
I'm not sure. I didn't Google it. I didn't Google him. But maybe we should look into that.
Well, I mean, he could have been the killer.
I mean, he could have been the killer. He absolutely could have been the killer. But if he was the killer, what was it that set the bodyguard off?
Maybe
because Mariah apparently, very, very, I don't know. I've not been with Mariah every time she meets a fan. And maybe there are times where she does get uncomfortable. It just happens. It happens with everybody and their fans. It's like somebody you don't know, but like they think they know you. I'm sure there were many times where Mariah is very uncomfortable. I would be too, because you don't know these people, especially in today's world. But Mariah's other bodyguard team of people that I've experienced, they are very good at getting anything out of the way before anyone even comes near to Mariah. You know what I mean? Like they know, and if not, they're right there with you. So if you do touch Mariah, and there have been times where I touched Mariah and my hand was taken off of her, and then Mariah would be like, "Oh no, it's okay, it's okay." You know what I mean? So like the bodyguards know, like they just do it. And then Mariah will be like, "Oh, it's okay." Right. And she's fine with it. Yeah. So I don't know what happened, if she was like not okay with it or what happened. Maybe there was a unspoken signal that Mariah gave these people. I don't know. This is all alleged. But when Mariah was coming out of, I think, a different restaurant, not Mastro's, maybe the Ivy, she was seen there with Brian or whoever, one of the paparazzi asked her what she thought about the bodyguard dragging a fan out of the place. Yeah. And she was like, "Oh, I know nothing of it. If that happened, I'm really sorry, but I don't know anything about that." Yeah. And she seemed genuinely like she didn't know.
Well, you say that because if that guy's going to sue, you don't want Mariah having evidence recorded.
Well, of course. Absolutely. Well, yes, she could say that as well because you don't want, but he filed a police report. So it's definitely there. And there is a photo of him and his neck, which is clearly bruised by a cord of some sort. Yeah. So something had to have happened. And I think this just goes into with the whole team of people being new and not knowing how to handle situations, because the team, their response to the police report was that this man was there with unauthorized credential.
Like snuck in.
Like he had snuck in.
Uh-huh.
But that brings me to, well, how did he do that? Because I know that every show should have a different credential.
Yes.
So how did he know what that credential was? And how did he have time to go make one?
Sometimes you can just fake it and get in.
I mean, yes, of course, but that goes to why? How did this man make it all the way past all the facilities security, all the way to up through? Like, come on, there's a breach in security somewhere.
Well, yeah,
if he is unauthorized to be there, and that's something that Mariah and her team definitely have to take seriously. But I think this is more of a case. This is my personal opinion. I think it's more of a case of her people not realizing who's around and what's going on, because they're caught up in the whole hype of, oh, we're with Mariah, we're in Mariah's team, like we're celebrities, we're big,
you
know what I mean, this, that, selfies. And the other, and it's all like blah blah blah, we're celebrities.
Yes.
When you should be at work. You know what I mean? You're at work, honey.
Making sure the doorman is checking the IDs.
Exactly. Yes. Like, this is a job. We're not here having fun.
Not staring at your phone the whole time.
Right. You don't have your phone in your hand the whole time and then, like, earpieces in, like pretending to be on the phone doing business. So you're at work. You should be making sure that security is not being breached, whether it's your team of security or the venue's team of security. So I think that's where the real blame lies.
Yeah.
I just hope that it doesn't, like, this story doesn't blow up into, like, front page New York Post news and, page 6 or something gets a hold of it. And before you know it, Mariah, here she is again with, mud throwing at her.
Yeah. The thing about this is that whatever happens, the security team is a hired company. Mariah hires a company to bring security in. So she'll blame them.
Well, yeah, but
she won't get sued.
She won't. But Martin, you know how it goes. Anything
her name's on it.
It's Mariah, then it's Mariah's fault.
Yeah, I got it.
You know. But anyways, moving on from that drama.
So,
because that is drama. I was like, good Lord.
I know. Can Mariah just
and don't even get me started on the Allison drama.
Allison.
Let's not get into it because we have to wrap up this episode. We do have one moment of
Daniel, this would be a quick episode.
But you know us, we get to talk, and I feel like I can't shut up. I feel like I've been talking about Mariah to you and other people all week, and now here I am recording. I'm still talking, but good Lord, somebody shut me up. Well, let's quickly cover it.
Well, Allison's getting sued for $2 million, which she doesn't have.
Clearly.
Oh, but it's funny. Here's the thing. I was thinking about Allison, actually, because in our MC Squared saga, we were talking about I Wish You Well, the final track on E = MC Squared.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think it's about Allison, and the reason Mariah didn't help her through this health crisis is because she's cut her out. And this is it. Like, that song was it. Like, goodbye. I did everything I could. I showed you gratitude. I'm sorry they were too minuscule inside your mind.
Yes.
Like, I don't like. But
there is another lyric in there that I think I do believe that I think it's like Petals, like we were saying in the episode. Yeah. It is very similar to Petals, where it's about one whole thing as a big picture, but it's also specific things about certain people. And I think there is one lyric. I wish I had my lyrics with me. I can't remember it right now, but there's one lyric. She says, "Where I wish we could have been something." In the song Lambs, you know what I'm talking about. It's like in the second verse.
Right.
I think that is specifically about Allison. But yes, as a whole, I totally get your picture.
So I think when the Allison's health issues came up recently, too late.
I've already wished you well.
Cut you
You're
out.
Already done.
Yeah, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. And it has to happen. And sometimes it's for the best.
And I think Allison hasn't got the message.
No, she has not gotten the
Obviously.
message. No, because even if Allison is she's on the upswing in her life, and she is like sober and like doing things and trying. Girl, you're gonna have to let Mariah go.
Yeah,
you have to
give it up.
Give it up. Like, that's not gonna happen. Mariah has left it. You need to leave it. Allison's not leaving it, but I think because she is still holding on to that desperation of, like, I don't know what. Like, I don't want to get into it, but let's get into the current Allison suing story.
So allegedly.
The alleged suing story. Well, she is being sued, but allegedly this is like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was 20.
I think it was 3 years ago. No.
It was a while ago.
It was a while ago. 2016 was last year, Martin.
Oh my God. You're right.
This was like 2014.
Okay, yeah.
So I think it was 3 years ago.
So she was off the wagon. doing all kinds of mess.
Running the streets.
And got into a truck versus car accident, I guess.
Yes.
Back then, whatever happened is all done, but now the truck driver is suing Allison for $2 million.
Right.
Probably thinking he's going to get Mariah Carey money.
He thinks.
But there's no Mariah Carey money.
There's no connection there, honey.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the basic of the whole thing, and the details, Lambs, you might have to look into them, but I'm just thinking like, okay, this accident happened 3 years ago. There has to be a statute of limitations on suing.
I think it's like 7 years.
Well, I think it depends on states, because I know in Illinois it's 2 years.
Oh.
Yes. So I don't know what New York is.
Right.
Maybe it's 3 years, and now the 3-year mark is coming up, and now he's decided to sue. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think every state is a little bit different. I don't know. Well, I don't know if there's a difference between like, an accident that causes a death and an accident that just causes injury. Because this one just caused injury, so maybe the statute of limitations is wider than something else. So I'm like, well, where's he coming with this 3 years later? Like, that's so random.
Well, obvious.
He's looking for money. You know,
he probably didn't even know who she was.
Probably had no idea.
Then clicked. Like, hang on a second.
Then with all this more recent Allison news, he's probably like, oh, wait a minute. That's Mariah Carey's sister? Oh, hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, you know, she crashed into him in some, like, broke down wagon.
Right. That was probably uninsured, all kinds of things.
Didn't click to him.
But he is suing because he has medical things. I forget what they are, but he has injuries that are still like there.
Okay, well, for the people around the world who are not in America, the medical system here is very different.
Yes, Martin, speak on it.
So
speak on it.
I mean, where I come from, like if you get in an accident, the worst case scenario is you have Medicare that covers all your medical costs, and you're not really paying out of pocket. You might pay for the hospital stay a little bit, like you will get some charges. But here, if you don't have insurance, they charge you the whole thing. Hospital
everything,
stay, surgeries,
everything,
getting looked at, needles, the Band-Aid. Times 10.
Oh, yes. And a Band-Aid costs $100 going rate in the hospital. They put a Band-Aid on you? That is $100, bitch.
I had a friend who came here to visit, and she got sick when she got to New York. Had insurance and everything, but we were like, you got to go to the hospital. We walked into the emergency room. They looked at her, said, you got chicken pox, go home. $1,000.
Yeah.
Didn't touch her.
Oh, honey, I believe it.
Didn't touch her.
That's absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
absolutely
So
crazy.
that's what goes on.
So this man
He
obviously
probably did get a $2 million, $1 million medical bill.
Probably, absolutely.
Someone's
He probably
gonna
has
pay
a
for it.
huge medical bill of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it's probably not even covered by insurance.
Right.
Because, if Allison had insurance on her car, that
Allegedly.
This is all alleged. It's all alleged, guys. I don't know what Allison... I don't even know if the bitch got a driver's license. I don't know nothing about that woman. So we're just talking here. We're just talking.
Yeah.
But, like, her insurance should cover that.
Which is why you sue her, so her insurance pays the man.
Right.
That's how it works.
Exactly. But like that I feel like that should like have already been taken care of.
Yeah.
Like 3 years later, now you're suing for $2 million. Now you know damn right well this woman who didn't allegedly have insurance on her car
at the time, because that's why she was begging Mariah.
Right,
money,
exactly. And she's running around, on God knows what kind of drugs, and then she's got these head injuries from someone breaking into her house and all of those things. Those were all happening 3-4 years ago.
Yes.
So she obviously was not in her best spot, but 3 years ago, blah, blah, blah. What was my whole point? Oh, how are you going to come with $2 million, girl? You're not getting that. So, like, yeah, I get it. You sue high and settle for low.
Right.
But that's just absurd. That's an absurd amount.
Well, joke's on him.
Because he's getting nothing.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't bother suing Allison.
No, you can't.
No, like, we know her business.
Like, she might own her home, maybe.
No, that's why she's in that halfway home, remember? She owns nothing.
Okay, but she owns
nothing.
Are you sure?
She's got scraps.
Okay, she probably has nothing.
Yeah.
But I just felt like she bought, like, where do her kids live?
They're out of there.
No, some of them are young. Some of them are like, well, maybe now they're 20. I don't even know.
Well, isn't Mariah looking after the kids?
No, not all of them. Just Sean. I mean, yes, she might provide for them, but I thought like they all lived together in a home.
Yeah.
Like the home that Allison was thrown down the stairs in.
Yes.
Like I thought she owned that home.
But isn't it gone now?
Could be gone. It's probably gone. The bitch has nothing. The bitch ain't even got no teeth.
She has no
Come on. We're so mean. I can't believe it.
I love it. I would love to just like hang out with Allison one day. Oh,
a girl, the stories she could tell.
I know.
No, I'm not hating on her. I'm just being crazy.
No, do you know why? Maybe she's getting sued now because you know how she has that book deal?
I don't think she has a deal. I think she's shopping a book. I don't think she has a deal.
Let me tell you, when this TV show comes out on Stars...
About Mariah's...
Get ready for the Allison Spectacular.
Get ready. Allison's going to be all over the place.
Uh-huh. She's going to be a Wendy.
Oh, girl. Mariah's going to have the cease and desist letters flying out the mailbox.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Allegedly. Anyways, we are going to wrap up.
Wait, we forgot the good news.
I know. What's the good news?
The cherry on top. Beautiful got certified. #
Oh, that's
beautiful.
Right.
Platinum
Our
times
beloved
2.
Beautiful.
Not bad for like a random single.
Hey, I thought I still jam out to Beautiful.
Yeah.
So let's celebrate the double platinum of Beautiful, just certified.
Put it on.
2 million.
Good for them. Good for
That's
Beautiful.
I'm telling you, that's a timeless classic song for my Mariah repertoire. I listen to it all the time.
Yeah, me too. I love it.
Video's beautiful.
The hair was good.
Oh,
the
man.
Best hair from
God.
ever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And can we talk about the cute little cowboy hat picture Mariah did today?
She's in Dallas.
She's in Dallas.
She's getting
so
festive.
any of you lambs out in Dallas, send us pictures and reports on what happened. You can email us at mariahreport@gmail.com.
Yeah, or just tag us.
Yeah, like our friend sent some lamb mail to us today, actually. Do you want to read it, Martin? Do you have it?
You can read it.
I have it right here.
I'm the victim.
Yeah. He's like, hey guys, this comes from Christian.
Christian, yeah.
Shout out to Christian.
Christian, by the way, I just put a postcard in the mail for you for your Patreon donation.
Oh, that's right. For all you lambs out there, our Patreon. You go to patreon.com/mariahreport. Sign up. Did we already talk about all that?
In the beginning, yeah.
Okay, well, we could talk about it again. You know, $1 never hurt.
Yeah. Or 5 or 10.
Or 5 or 10. So here, Christian says, hey guys, been listening to the show for a few months now, and I just want to say you guys do a great job. I love the E=MC² shows, and I'm eager to see what Back in Times you have in store for us next. We got a lot, guys. We got a lot. Actually, I think it's necessary Martin revisits memoirs because the abuse I was enduring listening to him slander that masterpiece was excruciating. Martin, you have said more than once it's not your favorite. And you know at the end of the E=MC² part 3, we did talk a lot about memoirs for some reason.
We might just have to get it out of the way.
We have to because there was so much going on, and I like that album. I do, but anyways, then he goes, blah, 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 blah. To be honest, I originally shared a similar sentiment, but it all clicked for me. Yes, it was weird she was writing these breakup anthems and sexy slow jams right after she got married, but to me these are her memoirs, as in multiple stories about past loves and not so much about what was going on with her in the here and now. Also, the production is still incredible on the album and holds up so well today. Anyways, thanks for entertaining us lambs. Weekly special thanks for entertaining us lambs weekly, especially while we are suffering through the nightmare era. LOL. Hope to meet y'all at the Madison Square Garden show. Christian. Thank you for that.
Christian.
That's a perfect lamb mail. Very valid points. I like his point about the memoirs.
How it's memories.
It's memories of going back.
Makes total sense.
And there are those Nick Cannon love songs like The Impossible and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, those songs like Bet You Gonna Know and Hate You, those were like her early chapters.
Yes.
Right?
I agree with that. I like Hate You. I like Bet You Gonna Know.
Okay.
I've said that.
He has to defend himself now because it's like all the lambs. Every time we mention it, we get inundated with lambs saying, oh my God, Martin, I can't believe it. I can't believe you hate it.
I just don't love it. I don't hate it.
It's not a butterfly.
It's not a butterfly, but I like Mia and Mariah.
It's not a Mia and Mariah.
I like Daydream. It's none of those.
Yeah. It's not. It's different. It's a. To me, I think of it more as like a concept album.
I was about to say it sounds like.
You know what I mean?
Album, yeah.
So I'm here for it. I still like it. We'll have to do it back in time.
I like tracks on it. I told you. I like Hate You. Want to know what love is.
Yes, I know. You know.
I tried to. Probably 2 years ago now, maybe about when we started this podcast, I was on the train from JFK back to the city because I had to drop somebody off. So I was just solo, wasn't traveling, just happened to be on this 1 hour train ride.
I hate those train rides.
Yeah, so I was like, let me dedicate this time to listening to memoirs again. Like, had to do it. Trapped on the train, trapped in a room. And I was like, I don't like this. I like my favorite still, but then there's like lots of songs like Ribbon.
Oh, I love Ribbon.
I can hear the shouts coming now. Ribbon.
The lambs are... heads are exploding.
I don't even know what other tracks they were. There's just like some tracks I'm just like, this just sounds so forced. I couldn't listen to it.
Yeah, I mean, well, we'll get into it when we do the Back in Time, Martin.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
I might have to hold that one up and do most of the praising on it.
I know all the words, so
it's not like you like threw it in the bin.
Yeah, exactly. It's not in the bin.
Anyway, all right. So thank you for the lamb mail.
Yeah. Well, on our Instagram, we have a little lamb mail over there. We love comments. Instagram is where the party is.
It really is
for the podcast.
Follow us at the Mariah Report.
Yeah. Corden_Treadwell said, Mariah has been giving us so much love to MC Squared lately. It makes me think the new stuff will be similar.
Ooh.
Good point, right?
That would be fun.
That would be really
That would be fun and festive.
That's what we want. We want a fun time.
Yeah, I'll take a equals MC
3
cubed.
Yeah, cubed. That'd be
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I know, that sounds like a fun thing.
Also, we have Fluffy Phoebe says, I Wish You Well is one of my favorites. There have been times in my life where the lyrics of that song were exactly what I needed to hear.
Yeah.
And I love that song too, because when you're going through it, you know you could always go to that I Wish You Well.
You don't love that song. You hate that song.
No, I said it wasn't the production on it leads me astray sometimes, but I said many times that I love that song. I just don't like all the layering of the vocals.
You did say that. I was in the supermarket.
don't make the lambs hate me now.
How come you can hate shit? I can't. I was in the supermarket yesterday listening to our own episode, the part 3, laughing like a crazy person.
Really?
At ourselves. At myself.
I don't know why. I don't know why we're so crazy.
We're ridiculous.
We're absolutely absurd.
Talking about Mariah Carey music.
Talking about Mariah, we are absurd. We're us talking about an hour for a set list that we've already talked about like 10 times. We're crazy.
She fixed it, then we complained about it.
She hates us. Oh, poor Mariah. What we put her through. I can't believe it.
Let's wrap it
Anyways, guys, thank you again for listening. Yes. Again, Mariah Report Store, Patreon, all of those good things. But we also love a good iTunes review.
Yes, we need iTunes reviews. They help us get traction over there. iTunes is about to switch the whole podcast situation.
Right.
Which
will really be on our end.
In a good way, yeah.
In a good way.
But it'd be good if we had like a lot of backup for that. So if you can if you haven't done so already, head over to the iTunes store or search in your app. So you can't see it once you've subscribed. Go to the search button, type in the Mariah Report, and you can leave a review there. Or on your desktop, go to the iTunes store, type in Find Us, you know how to find us.
Yes.
And then leave a review, please.
Yes.
They really help us a lot.
They really do help us a lot. And for all of you international lambs, you can also go no matter what country you are in, because we have worldwide listeners here. Yeah. We will get them.
Yes.
Because now we know how to get them.
Yes.
So if you leave us an international review, we will get them.
Mm-hmm. They all help.
They all help. So even all of you,
and guaranteed to be read out on the show.
Yes. You get your moment, you get your shout out. You can talk shit about Martin or I. You can talk we'll read it.
Ooh, yep.
But we appreciate good feedback.
Yeah.
But whatever you have to say. If you like us, you don't. Hey, leave a review.
Yes. Okay. All right,
guys.
Thanks for listening.
long episode, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. See you. What we're doing Back in Time next.
Yep. We'll be back.
And then next week, Moments. Have fun at the shows if you're going.
And we'll see you then.